Welcome to City Living. Brooklyn wasn't too happy about her sister's request to accept the apartment that her grandfather had willed to them in the spice market of San Myshuno. She didn't look forward to the frumpy upheaval that her and Bella were sure to find upon their arrival. Brooklyn had tried to get that notion into Bella's head to try to persuade her to change her mind and not drag her to some god-forsaken city that is probably in the middle of Siberia. But her sister was always the one that had formed sentimental attachments, as you'll see. They couldn't be much different. One's a lazy foodie who has the insider scoop, while the other is a neat bookworm with an addiction of video games and all things GeekCon. They do not live in the fashion district, and he did not will his rent to them. And Bella has always loved her grandfather's apartment for its historical and even haunted charm. So I fixed that. It should have been the spice market for these twin girls. And this is my city map. Feel free to pause it so you'll have time to read everything. And there's a lot to do here. A lot of new festivals and things to check out, places to live. And these are Brooklyn's outfits. And Bella's. And I stole the last name from the movie Cloud Atlas, in case you're wondering where you heard that name before. And I'm going to show you a quick view of them live. First, Brooklyn. She wants to be a city native. And they are all about the city life, which gives them the home turf, so they become happy in their home neighborhood. She's also a foodie. They become happy and have fun when eating good food. They become uncomfortable when eating bad food, and they can watch cooking shows for ideas. She's an insider, so that she loves going to clubs and tends to be happier when hanging out with her friends. And of course, she's lazy. So she gains moodlets from watching TV, taking naps, using comfortable furniture, and becomes fatigued if she works out or does chores. And let's take a look at her outfits in person real quick. Formal. I love this dress. It's so pretty. It even has detail all on the back. Excuse me. A little bit choked up. Her athletic wear, because she is a little bit of a tomboy. Her nightgown. I know it's a dress and a tank top, but we're calling this a nightgown. And her party clothes. And her swimwear. And I know the first videos are usually a little bit boring because of the intro videos, but here's Bella up next in her everyday outfit. And let's jump into her traits before we show you the rest. She wants to be a computer whiz because one day she wants to be a programmer, is what I have planned for her. And she has the quick learner trait because of that, so she learns things a lot quicker. She's neat, whereas her sister was lazy, so she can go on a cleaning frenzy and becomes uncomfortable in dirty surroundings. She is also a geek, so she likes reading sci-fi, playing video games, and become tense if they haven't done these things in a while. She's also good at finding collectibles, and she's a vegetarian. She is also a lesbian, where her sister is heterosexual. And this is her formal attire. Her athletic wear. And if you can see, she's more into comfort and practicality. She's not real much into fashion. She just cares what feels good and what looks good. But I kind of like that outfit. And her swimwear. Okay, and that's the Sixsmith Twins. If you look them up in the gallery, of course, their stupid little paragraph's going to be wrong because they do not live in the fashion district. They live in the spice market. And again, their grandfather did not will his rent to them. He willed his apartment, which is rent-controlled in the historic neighborhood, and it is haunted. And Bella has always loved the historical and haunted charm of her grandfather's apartment. Where Brooklyn's not so sure, she thinks it's going to be more like a forgotten attic somewhere. And Bella has tried to reassure her sister that it was near the dock that her papa always used to catch his daily fish at. And wasn't that also where you could find the best snow globes, he said? And Brooklyn rolls her eyes and starts walking away, thinking to herself, why would I want to move to a brand new city, to a frumpy old apartment, just to look for snow globes? Don't I have something better to do? But eventually Bella's heart won her over, and Brooklyn agreed to take this giant step and move to a brand new city and a new adventure with her twin sister. And we're going to take a look at their story in a few minutes. But first, I wanted to take you on a very quick tour of our new town. I know I butchered the name of it badly before, but it's a Sims. You're allowed to go Zoozle or Zoom Zoom or however you choose to pronounce it. This is your land of make-believe. It could be the land of categories for all they know. And the girls live in 18 Culpeper apartments, which of course, again, is in the spice market. And I'm going to give you a quick tour of the world and the apartments. But I'm not going to zoom in. I'm not trying to give everything away. I know I'm giving away a lot, but I'm sure by now people, I'm assuming by now people have it, or still flirting with the idea of getting and have watched some videos by now. The only one of these apartments I didn't get a screenshot of was Zen View Apartments. And that was just the outside right before I go in. But it does say Zen View above the screenshot of the floor. And I'll show you that in a minute. And the Arts Quarter. We were just in the Spice Market. Now we're in the Arts Quarter. And there's something to do in each of these 4 sections. And don't forget about this little park over here in the lower right-hand corner. Myshuno Meadows is a central park. I think I'm going to renovate and update mine a little bit to be more practical. We also need some shops or spas or something in here, so I'm debating what I can take out and just make it more usable. And uptown, you do get a lounge with uptown and a gym. There's also 2 karaoke bars and an art gallery that are new. The karaoke bars are in the Spice Market in the Fashion District. The art gallery is in the Arts Quarter. And I have a lot of plans for these twins, so please stay tuned after this introductory video. I was out of town for a few months, so it's taken me 5 months to be able to start recording again. I've greatly missed it, and this is my return video. I know it's not grandiose or anything, but I really spent some time editing this thing. This was a big world to do, so we're going to have some fun in the future. And then we'll go back to my Sims 3 stories and my Grim Reaper challenge, because I'm dying to finish that one too. And if you haven't gotten this expansion pack yet, it's definitely fully loaded with things to do and new places to live. Just a different experience. And I did upload the twins in the gallery once again, but their little paragraph is going to be screwed up. It's the Sixsmith Twins under Isoscelesdreams. And we're going to leave it right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned.